Okay, as you can see, what I'm doing right now is literally showing you a video picture of this tweet that was just composed and sent on Twitter. It was sent 1 minute ago. The tweet says, by 1 p.m. I'll be at RR Colony 5. If I'm subjected to any crime by persons there or that come, or if I'm told to leave, gang stalking, ? Anybody, 9/23/14. Now, to prove that this tweet was, I'll tell you why I'm making, I'll tell you why I'm doing this in a second. Now, I'm going to click on the tweet, so the tweet can literally show you the date and time it was sent. 11:19 a.m., 23rd of September 2014. It's now 11:21, 2 minutes later. Okay, so that proves that this tweet was made on today's date. Now, what I'm going to do is use the calendar icon on my phone. Okay, so I can give you another visual representation to prove today's date by using the calendar icon. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm doing this because it's a prediction tweet. Okay, September 2014 is 23rd, 11:22 a.m. And what this Twitter prediction is about is, my name is Leslie Williams, and I'm a target of gang stalking. Gang stalking is not stalking by gangs, so don't ever believe that it is. Even though targeted individuals can be led to believe that it is, because some of the individuals that they use to harass a target are literally individuals who look like they could be involved in gangs, or individuals that have gotten into trouble with the law and are on probation or parole, and their parole officer or their probation officer is using them. The whole goal is to anchor fear, because individuals who are being gang stalked, usually right when it occurs towards them, they don't know what's happening to them as gang stalking, so they don't know how gang stalking operates. You got to investigate what I'm talking about online to be able to see that I'm telling you the truth. Now, gang members, though, can be used by the syndicate. It's organized crime in the system, but it has nothing to do. Basically, what it is it's organized crime in the system. It's a mutual for-profit organization. That's how the syndicate's set up, where everybody that participates in what they bring about towards a target will benefit in some way. Now, I don't have time today to go into a long history, in a long detailed explanation concerning how it operates. But you can go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know, which is a manifesto of a manager of gang stalking crews. Gang stalking is also all over the internet at YouTube and Google, so just research it. Now, go to Google and type in how they create homelessness of targets. That's right, by getting landlords and property owners on board and other employment descriptions that can be used in order to create the homelessness. Any housing inspectors, like the people who come into apartment complexes and will do a city inspection for the apartments or the apartment buildings, and then they can render the apartment as uninhabitable, so the target ends up homeless. That person is working in concert with the property owner to create the homelessness. This is what they did with Erica Dean Gilmore. Okay, they literally flooded the bathroom ceiling of her apartment, which was the floor of the apartment that was above her, and those individuals did it intentionally, so then the city inspector could come in and play his role to make the apartment uninhabitable legally. That created the homelessness of her. She went and applied for tenancy at multiple other apartment buildings. She got denied it at every one until one finally told her that a man had approached him and told him not to rent to her. Okay, so her PDF, she's got a PDF link online. Go to it and type in Erica Dean Gilmore, California gang stalking target, and you'll find it, trust me. Now, getting back to this, they create the homelessness of target, which is what I'm living in right now, except for, to be totally honest with you, for the most part, like when I first wake up in the morning, I experience a psychological shock because I'm immediately reminded about what put me here. I'm also gang stalked to this area as well. Oh, 100%, like you would not believe. And this is the 4th hiking area I've been gang stalked to. So I'm moving. I'm actually moving because UCSD police came down up in here 3 miles off campus and gave me a police report, ordered to move. Now, gang stalk and the same exact verbal identical harassment that has been caught on many audio files and video files occurring towards me here has also been caught at UCSD. Now they know I was exposing it all over the internet because cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. So just Google that as well. In fact, you can go to YouTube right now and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids, and you'll literally hear in that news broadcast of a gang stalking target being covered on the news about being gang stalked. You literally hear Lieutenant Larry Richards state that gang stalking's even reached out into the cyber world. And just Google cyber monitoring gang stalking. So they knew I was exposing them. The day before this occurred, I was looking up lawyers and law firms on their computers in their biomedical library. So what I'm doing is setting up and moving property to at least 3 different areas. RR Colony 5 is the most vulnerable one because I have caught the same exact identical verbal harassment happening on me on all 41 bus routes going to and back from the other area, which has got to do with, well, let me just put it to you this way. There's an area within the area that is named after a famous old-time baseball player. It's not named after him, but it's got the same name. So that's as much as I'll give you right now, okay? But the point I'm trying to make is this, is that they pull events towards me there, as long as I still got my evidence on me, which I do, they can, I can prove that I was gang stalked to those areas on all those dates that I dropped property off at those areas because I got the audio evidence to prove it. This one I don't, because no bus routes had to be taken to go to it. But I do have audio files showing me state that I was being gang stalked with gaslighting physical gestures on my way to it, the whole, and then on the trail once I was in the location, right by the area, and then coming out. So they're after my evidence, and basically what they're doing is steering me to these locations which are more isolated from neighbors. That way they can assault me, rape me, rob me, or worse, or all 3. Okay? And if they get away with my evidence, the police can say, well, you told us on this prior date you had 900 audio files of the same exact identical audio harassment. Where's it at? I got robbed. Oh, Leslie, that's convenient. So anyways, just go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD. Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDSU. Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Jack in the Box. Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at Arby's. Learning Disabled Woman Catches Gang Stalking at Arby's again. Okay? All you gotta do is Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at SDSU. And what you're listening for is people around me in my environment, as these audio, the videos either audio videos of audio files of evidence, or they're actual videos of evidence. And basically one of the ways they let me know I'm being gang stalked is by placing people around me to repeat gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, repetitively and non-stop around me in the environment. Okay, because they got to know where I'm at and who I am to do it. Now, they could have individuals, like this phone right now I'm using right now. Go to YouTube right now, and well, before I go on with that statement, I just got to interrupt myself for a second to say something. This video applies for any date, including today's date, in the next 2 years. Now, you might think to yourself, well, damn, that's a long time, 2 years. Let me help you understand something, fellow viewer. I have been gang stalked along every single one of my routes, every single day, everywhere I have went. I have been harassed non-stop, overtly and creatively. I have been brutally assaulted 4 times. All 4 assaults were predicted. Go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Brutally Assaulted on an MTS Bus. And make sure you look in the description of that YouTube video because there's attached information in it. One of the pieces of the attached information is a blog. And you don't even have to copy and paste the blog's URL address into a search engine. All you gotta do is click on it. Once you bring this blog up, guess what's in it? Once you bring the blog up, scroll down towards the bottom and you'll see a little itty bitty word that says Assault 11. It's a PDF form. It's a PDF link that's attached into the blog. Once you click on that, guess what will open up? A printed out and scanned email showing that I predicted that assault, that MTS assault that you're seeing me brutally assaulted on in the video 11 days before it occurred in an email file. I even literally said that there's a great likelihood that I'll be assaulted either walking, riding my bike, or on public transportation. MTS bus is public transportation. Now, 3 other assaults took place towards me. One right here at this location just on July 9th, 2014 at this very spot right outside this tent. This very spot. I know you can't see it too well because of the screen of the tent. Right there. Like this is the flap of my tent. You can see right here. As soon as you open up this part of the tent and step out of it, it's the same exact spot I was assaulted at on July 9th, 2014. 2.5 days before, on July 6, 2014, I made a video at the same exact spot saying, let's see if any events transpire here at all, including assaults. That day, I went and took the video to UCSD and uploaded it to my YouTube account. Just go to YouTube and type in 07/09/14 learning disabled woman brutally assaulted again. Just type in at YouTube learning disabled woman brutally assaulted again. You'll be able to see two different assaults. One that took place on July 9, 2014 that happened here. In the description of that YouTube video is the copied and pasted YouTube video of me predicting it 2.5 days before. Now, the video files, the memory cards that hold the video prediction, okay, and the video of the assault show the time and stamp dates on them, which show the fact that the video prediction was made on the 6th, the assault took place on the 9th, 2.5 days later. The other brutal assault is me sitting on a ledge right across the street. That assault was predicted on video about 90 seconds before it occurred, and in an audio file 8.5 hours before it occurred. Now, the first assault that took place towards me on August 17, 2011 was predicted by me in an email file on August 1st, 2011 that I made in Connecticut as I was preparing to come here to San Diego. I literally made an email. I already got it printed out and scanned, but I just forgot the PDF link that it's attached to, but in the near future I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it again and then post it eventually in a blog. It literally shows me stating that as a result of me suspecting there's a strong possibility of me being gang stalked from Connecticut to San Diego, there's a great likelihood I'll be assaulted, set up to be arrested, whatever. And then I even named some of the places where these events might occur at. Bus stop was one of them. I was brutally assaulted at a bus stop on August 17th, 2011, 9 days after I got here. So, all 4 assaults, 2 predicted in email files, all 4 predicted in audio files, and 2 predicted in video. Then go to Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered. Now, through the tracking of me by hacking into a target's cell phone, just go to YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and stalking. Look for the video of 2 women being covered on a morning show. It literally shows that their phones, as a result of being hacked, the perpetrators can hack into the phone, use it as a microphone, the speaker you're talking to. They can hack into the camera on your phone, and they can use the phone as a GPS tracker. As a result, they know where the target's at in real time at all times, whether the target is stationary or mobile. So, if I put this phone on, since I'm stating right now in this video file that I'm preparing to leave to go to RR Colony 5, they know I'm preparing to leave. Then when they see this phone moving in real time using GPS coordinates, they can see what direction I'm moving to. They can then see once I get to that place that I've stopped. Therefore, they know where I am. They can also do this to the other track phones that I got. As a result, they're able to then place people to be at the spot before I even get there, and or to arrive after I get there. This is staged gang stalking events. The staged gang stalking events are designed to bring about effects and results for the target to live in and experience, while the police get to walk away with falsified incident reports or police reports. And they will use anybody for the event. Hold on. They'll use anybody. Homeless people. People that pretend to be crazy. Just Google what I'm saying. You'll see I'm telling you the truth. Like, go to Google and type in gang stalking and homeless people. Gang stalking and how they will intentionally prop people up in the target's environment and have them intentionally act crazy. Now, they know I wear a tape recorder. They know it for a fact. Okay? So when they bring people in my physical presence, they got to make it appear that them being in my presence is for another reason. Whether it be that because they're portraying themselves intentionally to be crazy, drunk, on drugs, or a criminal, or a park ranger, a utility company personnel, a railroad employee, okay, a park volunteer service member, an individual who's acting like they're in the park for normal appearing reasons. Keep this video in private until an event occurs. This is my way to make a prediction. So this video applies for the next 2 years. Now, if an event don't happen until 2 months, 3 months, 1 month, 30 days, if an event doesn't happen for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, it doesn't matter. Because these filthy animals are not staging events back to back, because otherwise it'll look transparent. They're going to wait until, more than likely, until after I move to create it, to cause me to move again. Because they know I'm looking up lawyers online. So what they're doing is bringing about these events for police reports, and to distract me in the physical busyness of moving. Okay, and if I'm assaulted, if anybody approaches me and says, "What are you doing here? You can't be here. If you're living here, you can't." It'll be gang stalking related. I gotta stop because I'm making this video 15 minutes or less, and it's almost 15 minutes long. My name is Leslie Williams. Thank you for listening. La Jolla, California.